Hey there friends, Nibs again. Out here in the garage today, do a little bit of goofing around. I've been out here tinkering around quite a bit. A few people ask me why I haven't been doing any how-to videos lately. In the evening when I get out here to actually do a video or whatever, it is pretty warm out here in the garage this time of year. The concrete has fully warmed up from the summer, and to get out here and try to do a video, I'd be sweating and not very good for on camera work. So during the winter time, it stays nice, about 60 degrees out here. Very comfortable to do work like that. So it's a lot nicer to do the how-to videos during the winter time. So I'll be picking those up pretty soon. But I wanted to do, so what I do, I come out here in the morning and I work out with my Bowflex in the morning before I go to work. And in between sets, I play around with the guns on the bench here and get them all fixed up. I've had quite a bit of success here lately getting a bunch of stuff done. I still got a bunch of other repairs to do, so please be patient with me, all you guys that have sent them to me. But I have a couple of really good repairs that I wanted to show you guys and just let you guys see how I'm doing. The first one is one that was actually sent to me by Robin, along with a bunch of other things. Got two Benjamin Model 132s that I've already fixed. I've got a Crossman Mark 1 22 pistol, CO2 pistol, and a Crossman 38, I think it's a C, maybe it's a T, I don't remember, that I still need to seal up for him. Also sent over this really cool Daisy 1891 or 1894, yeah, model 1894, and this one is a, let's see here, J3. So I'm guessing this one's probably like 83. That's when they started changing these. I'm not a really big expert on how to read these production numbers, registration numbers, whatever you want to call them. So this one had a couple of problems. So the first problem I diagnosed was the cocking handle has a little ear up in the top here that's pretty typical on all the daisies. That's what actually catches the cocking arm and pulls it back so it can catch the sear. That tip was broken off of that. Robin said that it was actually cocking when he sent it, so I don't know how that would have gotten broken in shipping, but I was able to find a used one online and buy that. And then once I got that and put it in, determined that it was not making any power in the power plant. So I actually went on, what's the, I'll put some links down below, but it's like Papa's Gun Adventures or something like that on eBay. But he's the only one that I can find that actually sells a piston seal and that is specifically made for this. It takes a special seal that doesn't fit any other Daisy. I think it's smaller than all the rest of them. So I had to source that from him. I actually bought two sets of them because I have one of my own that, so this is one of two of mine right here, and the other one, I'll try to do this without dropping things all over the place here. This is my other one that I picked up actually going on about a year ago now. And just been sitting in the corner, and I finally, so when I ordered the seal kit for this, I ordered a seal kit for that one. I haven't put that one in yet, but I got this one all installed. So I bought these, well, I didn't even buy them. He sent them to me for free, so I really feel bad that I haven't done a review on them yet. But I got these, he just calls them the Daisy tool, and he actually has two different sizes. So some Daisy mechanisms have a little more clearance than others, and so you'll want, so one of them's got thicker rods and the other one's got thinner rods. So when you're fixing one of these Daisies, you got to push this up inside to compress that spring a little bit so that you can get this spring, that little tab right there is the spring catch, And it's basically that way on all of these daisy lever actions. The 1894 is a little bit different, but as far as the mechanism goes, it's pretty much the same. So I'll put links for these those spring tools down below as well. They really did work very well. I've actually used them a couple of times, and but let's go ahead and try this guy for starters. So this one is a little different than most of the daisies. So you got to cock it, and then you actually have to pull the hammer back before it'll fire. The hammer falling down is what actually hits the sear and releases it. So I have a fresh can going across the garage here. And the main problem with this, the power piston inside of here, was the piston and the abutment seal had both shrunk. And I got them right here. And the abutment washer is supposed to be fixed up inside. Because it shrunk, it actually hung up on the air tube there and was riding back and forth with the air tube, which doesn't allow it to make any kind of air pressure inside the gun. So these are not broken in yet, so they got a little ways to go before they'll really make any sort of power. But so, and then another thing, you got to load BBs into this little trap door here, and there's a tube down the side here. Then you pull this little lever back, and that will allow BBs that are in this tube to go into the feeding mechanism. It's kind of really an oddball arrangement, but it works. It's just most of the BBs are going all the way through the can. The first one did not. But there you go. That is the 1894 for Robin. So that's a good success there. Still got several more to do in that lot that was sent over. That was pretty straightforward, that repair there. This one here was a little bit more tricky. So this one is one that was sent over to me by had a Biden moment there for a sec. Sent to me by a fella named Bob, and he contacted me via my email. Email's down below if you ever want to chat with me. But he said he just picked this guy up, I think, or maybe he's had it for a while. I'm not 100% sure, but it was not cocking. It was like the trigger was jammed, and definitely was a problem with the trigger. But what we have here is a really cool Daisy Model 99B, so that's important. The B is important. The Model 99 came out in like the 1950s, and I think like 59. I actually had a first year of production Model 99 in the garage earlier this year, and the first year of production 99s had the actual bottle cap, and then in like 60 they went over to using the Model 25 style air tube, and I have my Model 99 right here. So this one, this Model 99, oh, there's the registration number. I can't remember. So I believe this one was made in 1974. This is an old 99, not a 99B. So they made the Model 99 all the way up until 1978. Then in 1978 they started with the Red Ryder, the new style Red Ryder with the loading gate up here and the plastic trigger housing and stuff. That's when they came out with the 99B and went away from using the Model 25 feeding tube, and then they started going back to the bulk fill like you would have on a Red Ryder type of deal. So that's where this 99B comes in. So this one, per the date code on it, is a 1979 build. So this is actually a first year of production 99B. Has the same peep sight on it as the 99 and the same little globe sight up in the front. But now you actually fill it with the little door here, and it does a bulk fill just like a kind of a Red Ryder. But this is definitely a more target-oriented gun, and this thing is really accurate. I'm going to do a separate video just on this guy, but and it's got pretty good power too. So, but the problem that I had with this one was the trigger mechanism. The trigger was all jammed up, and I had been searching for an actual new mechanism for them because it's like one sealed unit, and I was not able to find a new unit. So I was looking it over, and it looked very close to the mechanism that's in the newer production Daisy Red Ryders. And first I tried just taking the mechanism out of my Red Ryder, and it was close, very close, but it was not 100% the same. So not being able to find a new mechanism for this one, I tore this one apart, and I tore my Red Ryder one apart, and come to find out most of the internals are very, very similar, if not exactly the same. And the part that was actually broken in this one's trigger mechanism was that it's a plastic trigger blade that actually goes up and pushes down on the sear to disengage the spring, so it'll fly forward. Let's see here. And I'll actually put some pictures up. This is part of the housing from the. I'm going to order a brand new trigger mechanism for my Red Ryder. But so here is the old trigger blade and the little sear catch. I'm not exactly sure how these are supposed to be attached together, but these two pieces are supposed to be attached to each other, and then when you pull back, this piece in the front actually pushes down on the sear. So so these two pieces are supposed to be connected in some way, and inside they were just flopping around. So I was able to take the piece out of the Red Ryder trigger mechanism and put it in there, put it all back together. Here's a picture of the mechanism. So there's actually like a brass grommet that I had to very carefully pull the crimp out of it and pull the brass grommet out, and then the whole mechanism, it's plastic, it's glued together, and I had to crack the glue seam and get it all apart. Once I got it all put back together, I was able to crimp the brass ring back down, and then just a little bit of super glue around the outside edge, and it actually is working very well. There's one last thing. Here's a picture of the little plastic tip that sticks out the front of it, and on the Red Ryder it has a little nub that sticks out the left-hand side of it that actually is what actuates this ratchet pawl for the Red Ryder. When you cock the new Red Ryders, you hear that click, 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 click. That is the pawl going inside of that. So I had to use a pair of side cutters to cut off that little nub because it was actually interfering with the sear being able to set. So, but that's a pretty cool little fix, and the gun's working really good now. So I really intend to do a full video on this one. A few other ones that I'm working on, just to be real quick. I actually have a 1930s, maybe late 20s, early 30s Model 25 over there for Randy that I'm going to be repairing soon. just literally today or yesterday got the seal kit in for that. I've got this old wooden stock 10236 for Chad, as well as this Sheridan Blue Streak. The Blue Streak, I just got the seal kit in from Henry Ford, so we'll be taking care of that. This I've got the seal kit. I'm going to make a little Super Thumper Junior out of this one, even though it is actually working. Oop, there's no BBs in it. It's actually working pretty good now. But this one will get a new piston seal and spring and oversized air tube, and be running really strong after I get done with it. So that's pretty cool. We'll get Chad's guns all up and running. What else do I have? That's pretty much it. I've got some others of mine in here that need to be repaired as well, but that's no big deal. I still have another one you guys have seen quite a bit, is this one from Randy. This is really cool. Let me just shoot a couple of these BBs before we finish up. I know I'm going a little bit long-winded here, but just having a lot of fun fixing all these air guns. It's very therapeutic. So this one's got good power, really good power. So once I get that 25 fixed up, I'll be packing this and that 25 up and sending it back to Randy. He said he's got a few more guns he wants to send over for me to take a look at or show you guys. May even have a line on a jumbo for me like the one that I fixed for him. But there you go. Really cool stuff. Having a lot of fun. This is kind of just a chat with you guys talking about doing air gun repairs. I can't fix them all, but I really am enjoying helping you guys out and having a lot of fun playing with some stuff that I probably would never get a chance to see if it weren't for doing these repairs for you guys. So it's a win-win, I think, for everybody. So hope you guys liked the video. Till next time, have a great day.